Hello and welcome to another edition of the Young Adult Platform, the platform for short, YAP, as we're about to yap about a lot of different things. I am your host, Kingsley Zeeley on ThinkTech Hawaii, ThinkTechHawaii.com. You can watch us live right now. We are from 1 to 5 every weekday, and today I have two guests with me. Zuri's not really a guest, she's the co-host and manager of the show, so I do get a little busy sometimes, so if I do get busy, look out for Zuri. She might be filling in for me. Last week, we talked about sex, and we recapped on Hawaii Youth Student Services Network. And this week, we have a public service announcement from them. They're going to stay a friend of the show, and they're going to keep keeping up with us. So stick around, and we will get as we go on, make the show more exciting, show different things that's going on in the community, in the young adult community, and hopefully, we can have some of you guys out there. You can tweet us live actually as we're on the show at ThinkTech HI. That's at ThinkTech HI. And after the show, you can see us on YouTube, Vimeo. They upload our show on Olelo. If you're watching it, you can watch us live on there. You can watch us on there too. So, without further ado, like I said, my name is Kingsley, the host. We have to start at the show. We're gonna do a PSA, public service announcement from Hawaii Youth Services Network.
Youth grow up, watch and feel their bodies change, and have questions about these changes.
Can you get pregnant from oral sex?
How does a condom work?
How long does an STI last? And can it be cured?
When parents
Right, that was our public service announcement on sexual being safe sex and everything that we touch on, and we'll probably come back to that subject over time and time again because I think it's a very important subject, and any other youth related issues that we come about. So without further ado, Zuri, welcome back again to the show. David, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here.
See, you're ready. You have your guitar, your harmonica. You're all ready. Last week we actually had like a short clip at the end. There was a lot of people watching us live, and they didn't get to see that part of it. So we'll dig more into that later. You have a couple of songs you'll play for us. And I actually had you're a street performer, right? Mm-hmm. So you perform in Waikiki. Is it mostly just Waikiki?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's Waikiki is really the only spot that yields a good profit.
Right.
I tend to stay in just kind of the same area,
Okay.
which is right in between the police station and the zoo. There are like a couple blocks down there that always work pretty well for me.
Cool.
So where we saw you last week, we can always find you in that
That's
area?
right. Yeah, normally just right in front of Yogurtland.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's actually funny. After the show, after we went back, we went to Waikiki too, and you were already set up and getting ready to
I went straight there, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're like,
man.
now we know where to find you.
Yeah,
So.
there you go.
Sweet. Well, today's show it's called Street Performers Love, Talent, or Money. Love, Talent, or Money. So we'll touch more on that and see how how you fit into the whole big picture. So, and Zuri, what's going on with you?
Well, I actually just went to Cocoa Head this week, so I'm kind of still recovering from that hike. I don't know if you've done it yet.
Yeah, a couple times. And
Oh,
your
how
legs
did you
just-
feel about it coming back down?
Well, I almost, you almost fall down. Like when you come off, all your legs are shaking, and your calves are just jiggling because it's, I don't know, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it really is.
I haven't tried it yet, so I haven't done much hiking. I only did Mount Kahala on the North Shore, and I did it for like 40 minutes, and I chicken out. There's a spot that is really skinny in the air, like you have the wind coming, and you just feel. But there's mountain goats up there that I had no clue.
You should have watched them. Then you wouldn't have been so scared.
I mean, they have four
scaling
legs,
the
four
side.
hooves, and they're climbing up I'm like, how are you doing that? I thought I had more balance than you, but yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah,
so
maybe not mountain goats.
Exactly. And you're in school, so you're just coming here just fresh from class, or?
Yeah, actually, I had a presentation in my information technology class earlier.
Is that why you're so spiffy?
Yeah, it's for the monkey suit.
Okay.
But yeah, I just came from class. had kind of a late night last night. I played my gig right around the corner, actually, at Hank's, which is on Nuuanu.
Yeah.
And was there way past my bedtime. So, and then had to
College
get up early.
students have a bedtime, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Gotta have one.
Take care of
during
your time.
finals period.
Yeah, we're about at that time, so.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Okay.
Focus.
Well, I also had a guest too here today that I was hoping to be here with me. The Waikiki Beach Boys. They're actually a funny crew, you know. The few times that I saw them, they played out on they're actually doing the cement. You know, usually B-boys, they have like their mats that they roll out,
Yeah.
or their cardboards that they roll out and stuff like that. But they're doing the straight on the concrete, which is very scary looking.
They do not limit anything. They're like spinning on their heads. They
Right.
get up and it's like a big
Oh,
dust
yeah, I know.
ball,
Yeah.
and it's like, wow, you're really gonna perform all out, no limitations.
Yeah, if you get hurt, you really get hurt. So, but yeah, I was hoping to have them here today, but we're gonna put together a much engaging set. They want to do a whole, you know, flash mob thing that we hope to capture and you know bring them on here and see what's behind their story. But
Are those the guys that do the flip over the? That's like their big.
yeah,
They
and
do a lot of
they get
flips.
the audience involved and
Yeah.
they tell their story. They're funny, you know.
Yeah, they're
That's
super
one of the
funny.
things that it was very entertaining, you know, that they actually give lessons to kids too, and they go to battles and stuff like that in Chinatown over here, and they have a couple of videos that we will touch on. Once we get them out here, there's a couple of people that I'm trying to get on here, but you know, time, you know, at this time we are airing live from 3 to 4, and people are usually at work or stuff like that.
Or
so.
getting ready for the weekend. It's
Right,
Friday. Let's
right.
get out of here, pal.
Yeah, it is Friday, you know.
It is Friday, you know.
We can be the last people you watch before you know you go enjoy yourself and forget your whole weekend. So, since we're gonna have them here, I thought and they didn't come here, so I put together a little menage of B-boy video that I hope you guys enjoy. This is the first clip. It's actually the crew that I'm talking about, the Waikiki B-boys, and you'll see some of their humor as they start the show. And then there's a couple of clips, you know, that's gonna enlighten you on the history of B-boy. And there's a black and white on there that's not really B-boy, but I thought it was very entertaining. And then we will come back to the show and hear more from David.
Excellent.
I am Asian. When I smile, I'm legally blind, so please come closer. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the world famous
Waikiki B-Boys,
about to bring to you a live,
breaking, popping, and locking show.
but this show is based off of your energy.
Your energy.
If your energy is low, this is the kind of dancing you will see. Watch it.
What they do and maybe have some of their humor live here on our show. So
Yes, and actually, if you are in downtown or in Chinatown,
Right.
when we do have them next Friday, you can catch them live, and that way you'll have even more fun. So.
right, so we're hoping to flash mob the whole thing on there and capture it on camera. And you can definitely join us on that. So David,
Yeah.
okay, we didn't really get to hear your story last time. Briefly what I remember was your mom pushing you towards piano.
A
Yeah.
little old lady teaching you piano, specifically.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Mrs. Easley, that was her name. She was, you know, about 5 houses down, and I started when I was like 6, something like that. And
Right.
then at 10 years old, I decided, you know, it's a chore, it's no fun.
Right.
And so I stopped for a while, and then picked the guitar up at about 12, and again, that was kind of more because my parents pushed me
Right.
in that direction. And then right around like 18, 19, like right around the end of high school, like something just kind of clicked.
Okay.
And it all just became fun, you know. So I think there's definitely a point for anybody who wants to learn how to play a musical instrument, where you just have to put in a certain amount of work, and you know, at some point the two
It all
lines really
comes together. Yeah.
Did you do concerts for your family, like play for your mom, for your grandma,
Oh, I
your
mean,
family?
I would, you know, I'd rehearse in the living room, but no, I didn't even really do any performing until just a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Other than that, it was just for fun.
How IT? How does IT? You go to school for IT. How does that?
Oh
all
no, I'm a travel industry management major.
Information
and so
technology.
This was the class that I came from today is technically information technology in the hospitality industry.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just kind of like one of those offshoot courses. But it's pretty cool.
One of those fun ones that you do.
So you like to host and entertain the people?
Yeah, I do now. But it took me a while to get over the stage fright and everything like that. But then
Stage fright?
well, I mean
What
that's the thing.
stage fright?
Not anymore. But it's just like learning. It's like learning anything else. At some point, it just becomes fun.
Right.
'Cause you
I mean,
get-
nerves are good sometimes too. You know?
Yeah, they keep you on
They
edge.
keep you on it.
They
so.
really do. They help you grow, so that's always
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah. That's
So
for sure.
how often are you in Waikiki?
Like 2 to 3 times a week,
Yeah.
sometimes 4. I mean, it really depends upon, if my dog needs dog food or something like that,
Right.
because, I mean, I get help from my parents while I'm still in school,
Right.
but the playing on the street kind of ties stuff together, makes ends meet. So
Right.
it's
I
just
bet
cool.
you appreciate every tip, everything that people put in.
Well, and that's the thing too about street performing. When I first started, it was weird because I had never done anything like it, and you run into all these different kind of people.
Right.
And, but just like anything, like we were just talking about, it just at one point I just fell in love with it, and I would almost say that I'd rather play on the street than at like a big bar.
I mean, if the money's right, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the last time I played, I just broke like $60, so it was, it was a pretty good night. Got made like a little over 20 an hour.
Okay.
But those are a little bit more rare. I normally average like $30, but you do that like 4 times a week. That's $120.
Right,
Yeah, that's
right.
a part-time job
And it's something
right
that you're
there.
doing, or you love it, too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not the chore.
Yeah, I look forward
Yeah.
to going down.
Yeah.
Would you say it's a good networking opportunity? Like, do you meet a lot of musicians?
Oh
other-
yeah, absolutely. Just this last time I went down, I think it was Tuesday night. There are these guys that they're like a string band. There's an accordion, cellist, guitar player, and a violin, and they all sing.
Right.
And they sound really good. It's kind of like modern bluegrass kind of stuff. And I've seen them down there. They're called Streetlight Cadence, I think.
Street like cadence.
I
And
haven't seen them yet.
oh, they're fantastic. I mean, I see them down there all the time. They're kind of like my competition.
I was going to ask that. Do you guys all compete? Like, move down. This
Right.
is my spot. I'm
Yeah.
getting this money right here.
Well, I mean, that's how it was. But then, once you actually meet somebody and you realize they're just another good guy, then it's
Yeah.
all,
You just
it's
jump
all
in there.
good.
How do you guys
That's
find spots? How does that work?
I mean, that was something that it took me a while to figure out.
Because there's a lot of performers in Waikiki. If you haven't been to Hawaii yet, or haven't been to Waikiki yet, there's people actually on this island that stay away from Waikiki because it's the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
It's where all the tourists are and all of that. But there's a lot of performers out there. From the robot guy or Spider-Man running around
Yeah.
and
You
stuff
always
like
see
that.
Spider-Man. Does he ever come and mess with you, or does he save the day?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Spider-Man.
You haven't seen Spider-Man? Look out for Spider-Man.
All
There's
right.
a guy running out there,
Well,
in the Spider.
I imagine it'd be hard to miss.
So it's a little harder, getting. So I would imagine it would get harder. So how did you?
Well, it was all kind of it was hit or miss sort of thing. It took me a couple years to figure out that right in front of Yogurland is my favorite spot.
Your favorite spot? Okay.
Because I'd go and I'd try going a little bit farther in, like near what used to be the International Marketplace.
Okay.
And people just get really territorial.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's super busy and it's loud and there isn't really a spot for people to sit.
Right.
Which
Especially
is why
Fridays.
Yeah, yeah. Which is why I think a lot of those guys, like the robot guy and the was it the Beach Boys or
The Waikiki B-Boys.
the B Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're really good acts to take like farther into the heart of Waikiki, because they'll grab your attention and
Right.
then people will stand around. But most of the money that I get are from people who come out and sit down and listen.
Right.
Because it's hard to catch people with just
Right,
music.
to get right.
Unless I learn how to start spinning on my head while
Right.
I'm playing the guitar.
Get
So you
extra
seduce
talented.
all of the music lovers, it
Yeah,
sounds like.
yeah. Well, that's what I try and do.
Do you have any advice for any young people who are looking to start street performing and they're not sure where to go, how to start?
I would say just start easy. Make sure that you remember it's all about having fun.
Right.
And like don't necessarily jump all the way into the deep end. But you know, maybe just go down one afternoon and just take a corner where there's not even a whole lot of people around.
Okay.
And just imagine that you're home practicing.
So what's your idea of the deep end? Like, don't set up your band in Waikiki.
Right.
No,
that,
no.
or-
I mean, what I meant by that was like, you know, one of the reasons that I don't go like right in front of what's that one hotel? There's or like, you know, near Lures,
Lures,
and
yeah.
all and that kind of area. There are lots of street performers that go down there, but that's like a good thing and a bad thing because there are lots of street performers that
Right.
go down there.
There's a lot of
so you set up, and then I remember one time I went in and I set up and I was playing for like a half an hour, and then this guy with an amp, and that was before I had my street amp. He had an amp and a keyboard, and he just set up like like 20 yards from me, and just started playing. And like I went over and I like kind of tried to catch his attention, and he was obviously just like ignoring me. And it was just like, you know, it's
Fade
supposed to be fun.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for you.
It's supposed to
Start
be
playing
fun.
loud right in
Yeah.
front of his head. Oh wow.
Stand right in front of him like, I got
Yeah,
this.
nah, but you know, it's all supposed to be fun, and
Yeah.
if people are messing with each other, then it's
How's
not.
the security and cops over there? Do they bug you at all? How's
Well,
that?
that's another thing. It's you know, it took me a while to kind of figure. I still don't even really know what all the rules are.
Right.
Like they're little white arrows on the sidewalk, like
Okay.
on the curb, that indicate where street performers can set up, and then you're not allowed to play past a reasonable hour, but a reasonable hour.
What is a reasonable hour?
It's like 9:30.
Your
Bars
Waikiki
close
or
at
something.
4, so
Yeah.
stop playing at 4 a.m., please.
Yeah, and then of course there's a law that says there's no amplified music at all. Like if you have amplified music on the street, then you're liable for a $100 ticket.
Oh,
like right off
wow.
the bat. But I've had cops walk by me.
I see
dozens
a lot of
times,
amps over there.
And there's
Yeah.
everybody uses amps, so it's just like stuff that they don't really enforce unless they just kind of.
I mean, the cops here, they're cool too. So
Yeah.
I
I'm
haven't
learning a
had,
lot of new
I haven't
laws
had
here.
a lot of
Yeah.
problems with the.
All you got to do is just, you know, like you're dealing with cops, so just be nice to them. They'll be nice to you.
Right.
And how do you feel about the change in Waikiki? There's a lot of change going on. There's hotels going up. They're kicking
International marketplace went down.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. If it wasn't for playing on the street, I honestly wouldn't go to Waikiki.
wouldn't go to
very
Waikiki,
much
okay.
at all. When I first got here, I thought Waikiki was awesome. But
Yeah.
I've been here 5 years.
Right. If you after you.
You know, it's just all the tourists and you
the
know,
hustle and bustle.
That's
and
exactly what
everything.
I'm studying in school. So at some point, I'm probably going to be in the heart of all of that anyway. So I'd want to kind of avoid it. But I mean, honestly, I think it's kind of a shame. But that's the same problem Hawaii's had for years and years and years, which
Right.
is just overdevelopment.
Right.
And
I mean, they're bringing a train. I don't know how that. Do you guys know about the train?
oh yeah, that's
Did they
like
approve
I've been
that
hearing
train?
biggest disaster ever.
I don't even. I need to. You know, we need to look into that.
Yeah, when
See.
I first moved here, you know, everyone was talking about look out for the train. It's gonna cut through the whole island.
Right.
No.
It's been a couple years. I haven't seen a single track laid
Right.
down.
Well,
So
what I heard was I thought that they had like they got the grant. It was like it
Yeah.
was like $1 billion or something.
it was
Oh.
approved. It was
It was
something
like
ridiculous.
It was
It's a lot of money.
And then
Yeah.
I think they got the money and they spent it on something else or something. I don't know. I mean, don't.
We'll have
don't
to.
quote
Right.
me,
Right.
don't
Right.
quote me
We'll
on
have
Don't
to
quote
look
us,
in
we're
on it.
volunteering,
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. But
Cool.
yeah, I don't think the train is ever gonna go up.
Okay.
You know, I hope not. We'll see.
Well, we have to take a quick break here. I'm your host, King Zeeley. I'm here with Zuri Bender, co-host and manager of the show, and David Langfitt, street performer, musician, student, and you know, we'll see you soon.
Hello, I'm Martin Despang, and I'm the host together with the one and only Ali Amashta, and our show is called Urban Transcendence. And Urban Transcendence is about identifying where we have a unique situation of a vibrant city in one of the most beautiful natural environments. So how these two can coincide, sometimes conflict, how they could find reciprocity in the 21st century is what we're excited about. And we're planning on bringing in a diverse body of guests, both from the arts and the science and the established and the wise and the emerging generation. So hope you will join us. We'll always be on Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m.
Welcome back. This is the Young Adult platform where we yap about everything in the young adult community. I'm here with Zuri Bender. I'm your host, King Zeeley, and David Langfitt, street musician. He's gonna play a song for us right now. So David,
Yeah.
take it away.
All right. This is one that I tend to start off with. Everybody likes this one, and it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Let me give you some extra space.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Thanks.
watch out for your mic.
Easy there.
Sorry, guys.
You're all good. All right. This is one of my favorite songs from growing up. This is a Steve Miller Band song. This one's called The Joker.
The Joker.
Some people call me Space Cowboy, yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak of that one protest of love. People talking about me, baby, said I'm doing you wrong, I'm doing you wrong. Don't worry, baby, don't worry, mama, 'cause I'm right here, right here, right here, right at home. 'Cause I'm a picker, well I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I'm playing my music in the sun. Well, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, a midnight toker. I sure don't wanna hurt no one. You're the cutest thing that I ever did see. Said I really love your peaches, I wanna shake that tree. Well, love me all the time. I'm singing, ooh, baby, I wanna show you a good time. 'Cause I'm a picker, well, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. Playing my music in the sun. Well, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, and I'm midnight toker. I sure don't wanna hurt no one.
Yeah. Woo!
Thank you very much.
Good one, man.
Yeah, need to get the old vocal cords warmed up. All right, this one might be a tad louder. I'm gonna do my best, but I'm used to playing on the street and kind of belting, so I'm gonna try and turn it down. But this is a favorite by everybody on the street. I think this song won best Grammy, or the Grammy for the best song when I was like 10 or something like that. It was like 2000. But I'm a big Santana fan.
Okay.
And you know, I can kind of take or leave Rob Thomas I get, but they did this one together. This one's called Smooth.
Cool.
Man, it's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear your whisper in your words to melt everyone. You just stay so cold. My Mona Quita, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason. You put a step in my grove. This life ain't good enough. I would give my world to lift you up, and I change my life to better suit your mood. 'Cause you're so small. And when it's just like the ocean under the moon, it's the same as the emotion I get from you. You got good enough loving, could be so small. I said, well, give me your heart, now make it real, or let's forget about it. Or let's forget about it. Oh, let's forget about it. Oh, let's forget about it. I'll tell you one thing. If you would leave it be a crying shame, and memory breath every word that I hear your name calling me out. I'm on your bio. You hear my rhythm on your radio. You feel the turning of your world, so soft and still turning me out. You said that this life ain't good enough. I would give my world to lift you up, and I changed my life to better suit your mood. 'Cause you're so small. And it's just like the ocean under the moon. It's the same as the emotion I get from you. You got the kind of loving could be so smooth. I said, well, give me your heart to make it real, or let's forget about it. It's a hot one, like 7 inches from that midday sun. I hear you whisper in your words to melt everyone, but you stay so cold. My Mona Quita, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason. You put a step in my groove. You said that this life ain't good enough. I would give my world to lift you up, and change my life to better suit your mood. 'Cause you're so small. And then it's just like the ocean under the moon. It's the same as the emotion I get from you. You got kind of love that could be so smooth. I said, well, give me your heart, now make it real, or let's forget about it.
Nice,
Thank you very
man.
much.
I actually know that song. Yeah. Good
Everybody
one,
knows that
man. So do you teach people how to play guitar at all?
Oh, I mean,
Have you
Nah, not
have you
really.
ever dealt that way? No.
I've tried to do that a couple times,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it never really worked out. It's not that I don't think I'm necessarily like a good teacher. I just everything that I do is kind of it's just kind of like morphed into itself, you
Okay.
know, from me just playing by myself all this time, and so I don't know. It's difficult to like tell other guitarists and stuff like what exactly to do when
right.
honestly, if you want to learn how to play guitar, you just gotta start playing and keep it going.
Cool. So do you do a lot of covers and?
Yeah. I
you have
mean, I do
original-
mostly covers. I got, you know,
Is there an album we can look out for or something? like that?
hopefully in the next couple years.
Okay.
I have like a dozen originals, and they're all mapped out, and like I can see them in my head.
That's
but
good.
I
That's
gotta
always
work
good.
On, I need to work on getting them down on tape.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make sure this is all tuned up. Yeah, this is an old guitar. All right, here we go. You guys will probably recognize this one.
She's got a smile, it seems to me, reminds me of childhood memories when everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then, when I see her face, she takes me away, that special place. If I'd stay too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. She's got eyes on the bluest skies as if they thought of rain. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. It reminds me of a warm, safe place where, as a child, I'd pray to the thunder and rain quietly pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
More with David Langfitt when we come back. This is The Platform, your host, King Zeeley. See you after break.
I'm Jay Fidel. That's Sharon Moriwaki of the Hawaii Energy Policy Forum. And every Wednesday we have Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy. We've been doing it for some time now, and we have some fantastic guests on there, unbelievable guests who give us insight into what is going on in a very complex, sometimes very confusing, sometimes very disappointing area of progress in the state. So we love doing this. We love meeting them. We love talking to them. We love having their ideas out on the table. So maybe, just maybe, we can all make some sense of what's going on. Sharon, what do you you think?
I think that's absolutely correct. We enjoy ourselves meeting with all these people and hearing about the energy and the state of clean energy, and hopefully we advance clean energy for the state. So it's terrific. Join us. Come
Okay,
join
it's
us.
every Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday is Energy Day. Every
Energy
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
4 to 5 p.m. Hawaii, the state of clean energy, here on ThinkTech Hawaii.
Energy
We'll see you.
I'm Hong Jiang, host for Asia in Review on Tuesdays.
And I'm David Day, host for Asian Review on Thursdays. Both of us broadcast our respective shows at 4 p.m.
And my topics tend to deal with questions related to environment, culture, history, and sometimes human rights.
And my shows tend to be on international business, foreign policy, geopolitics, and national security. And you can watch our shows live on the ThinkTech website at thinktechhawaii.com.
And you can also watch us on YouTube or Olalo.
So come join us on Thursdays at 4 p.m. I'm David Day.
And on Tuesdays at 4 p.m., I'm Hong Jiang.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Welcome back to the Young Adult Platform. Your host, Kingsley, and I'm still here with Zuri Bender, who briefly left us because David was performing.
I didn't want to sit here and fawn, like,
And David Langfitt, great job, man. That sounded really good, you know. I saw you switching harmonicas. What's that all about?
It's just different keys. They do have a harmonica that's got like a little button on the side so you can play every single note. But all of these, you can play what's called straight harp, which is you're just playing in the key. Like this, for example, this is the key of F.
Okay.
And then a fifth up from that key. I mean, it's kind of music terminology.
Music lesson, people. Music lesson.
Yeah.
Small one.
Yeah. So a fifth up from F is a C. So if you go F, then you got G, A, B, and C. That's if you count the F. And so the alternate key that you can play a harmonica in is what's called cross harp, and that's just basically all of that's how you get the bluesy sound. So like if I was just to play something like the Sweet Child of Mine, that was all in straight harp because it's all, you know.
Make that look so easy.
Right.
But then if you want to do something like the next one I'm going to do is in the key of C, and it's a bluesy one, so I'm sticking with the F harp, and then, you know, that involves a lot of sucking in instead of blowing out, so it's like.
Oh my God.
So it sounds a lot different.
I actually tried a harmonica once, and my my breath is gone. Like
yeah.
We were joking about that earlier. I was like, I wanted to play that when I was a kid so bad, but I didn't know that there was different keys, all these different things.
It's honestly, I mean, especially if you can sing, if you can kind of picture what notes are supposed to come. Like if you got an ear, then harmonica is one of the easiest instruments to play. Because if you have the right key and you know what you're supposed to be either, you know, forgive the terminology, but either blowing or sucking more.
I wanted to laugh about that, you know.
Then, you know, it's really hard to play wrong note. Really
Cool. So did you get this from the piano teacher? Or did you
pick
it up?
Actually,
pick it up from the streets?
I hope you didn't learn that from the piano
teacher.
No.
I picked up the harmonica somewhere between piano and guitar. I was like, you know, 10 or 11 or something. And it was because my dad had one. And my dad, you know, could do a bunch of different stuff on it, and he was playing it for me one night. I just thought that was like super cool, so he gave me one of his old ones, and I just started messing around with it. And then I put it down for years, and then picked it up and just realized that it was kind of like riding a bike. And,
way cool.
Did you have to like build into the being able to play it without holding it?
Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah, how is that? Yeah.
That's it's different because instead when you're playing a harp with just your hands, then like you can move your hands back and forth. But lots of times I think I kind of look ridiculous because if
like braces.
if I'm trying to do any of the like warbles or any of the
quick the back
notes,
and forth.
then I'm just like shaking my head like that because I can't move. So.
Too much music.
And at that point, are you blowing in, sucking, or both?
I mean, it depends. I mean, obviously you can't do both at the same time. That would be cool. That would be cool if I could figure that out. Yeah. But again, it really just depends upon the song I'm going to play. So like this next one, is an old Eric Clapton song called Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Actually, I don't think he's the one who made it famous, but
not Bone Thugs, right?
So the last song I played, that was all in straight harp because that was in the key of F, and this one is going to be in the key of C. So I'm going to play the same harmonica, but it's going to sound a lot different. Okay. But anyway, so this one is called Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Begging you, please. Well, I went down to the crossroads and I tried to flag a right. And I went down to the crossroads and tried to flag a right. I asked my love for mercy and I'm darling bona fide. Ooh. I'm sinking down.
Well, that's not
Wow, and you're sitting down. Imagine if you were standing up and doing all of that stuff.
Yeah.
How is that? How is the difference with that?
Oh no, well, there are definitely times when like you open your eyes and everything's kind of got stars in front of it. But no, it's when it comes to standing up, I've actually my whole life, every musical instrument I've ever played, with exception to like trumpet, I guess. But I wasn't even really into that in high school. But everything else I've ever played, it was all sitting down.
Sitting down, cool.
So I mean, I feel way more
comfortable doing that.
Sitting down.
Okay.
I always thought I might make more money if I was standing up.
If you move around, spin around your head, maybe.
Yeah.
Do
a flip over 6 people.
No, still original, man.
Still playing though.
Yeah.
With the harmonica, of course.
You gotta do that.
Yeah, man. I like I say, I want you to be frequent on the show. We want to see some of your original stuff. Maybe we can give you that push. Maybe we can give you that empowerment, so you can finally get that, on the roll. And I actually have some friends that are into music too as well, and I would like to, hook you guys up. And I'm trying to convince them to come on the show as well. So, see who knows,
it's all networking.
Yeah, we're all networking here, volunteering, you're volunteering as well. We're learning a lot about the show. It's a lot of things that we don't know in show business. If you know me, I'm a very sociological dude, or technical, critical kind of stuff. So, this is fun, and we've enjoyed it. And Zuri just had her camera moment a couple of seconds ago.
I went from being the manager to I get here and it's like, oh, okay, maybe you'll be the co-host.
Right.
And then we have our awesome musician playing, and of course I don't want to sit here like
Oh,
the
no.
whole time he's playing. So
Fuel
let's
for the
jump
fire.
up. Whoops.
So
We'll
that's
learn.
cool.
We'll learn to work together.
No, I sound way better when I got a captive audience.
That's good. That's good.
good.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Maybe we should get some audience or something.
Yeah,
like
have
that.
more
Let's go and
people
get that
come
whole.
in.
Fill everybody back.
So yeah, in the future, who knows? Who knows how this will go? If you wanna, you wanna shoot us ideas, tweet us at ThinkTech Hawaii, HI, ThinkTech HI. Or after the show, our video they upload it on YouTube. It takes about an hour or something for them to upload it on there. But just go on there, leave comments. From a couple of shows, I got comment directly at me. People calling me or leaving on my Facebook. We're gonna get our Facebook up. We're gonna get our Twitter up. We were working with an artist right now who's gonna do our background. What we're trying to do is get more young people involved. And this is, I know this is, she wants to say it's my show, and I don't want it to be, I'm the host, but this is for young people. This is for our dreams, aspiration, what we want to do, what you want to accomplish. So we try to get, you can see it as a program of some sort, trying to get young people involved in, who they are, and, it is what it is. So
Yes.
if you have any.
I'm glad that you touched on that because last week David said he was going to write a song for the show, maybe.
Right.
So we can start helping him to build his portfolio if he's still going to do
Right.
the song.
That's right.
So
I said
yeah.
I was gonna do that. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're working on a logo too, and we're
Okay.
gonna have the background and everything like that. So
Well,
Have a
I'm
great
still
artist.
I'm working on the songs.
yeah.
I'm sure you are. I just wanted to remind you a little bit.
No, I hadn't forgotten.
Yeah, so
Just
maybe we'll give you our card and so you can get ideas or whatever. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. Make it what it is.
Yeah.
We were trying to get a lot of people involved into this. So I am not a selfish person. I don't like to think so. So
Yes, and I'm glad that King did touch. It's not his show, even though it is your show.
right.
Really, King is great for bringing together young people, and we want to help people to start internships. So if you're a young person and you'd like to be involved in learning how to actually put together a show, maybe you want to be learning how to be a guest on the show, how to be a co-host, different things like that.
Yeah.
We'd like to give
I'm willing to
different
step aside.
opportunities.
Yeah. So yeah, keep that in mind. Like I said, leave your comments on YouTube. Tweet us at ThinkTech HI. Go to the website. Watch us live 3 to 4. Some people there's like 8 maybe. It's online, so it's worldwide. So we're in Hawaii here, and we're doing great service to Hawaii. And Hawaii is a great place to be. Come check it out sometime. Come to the studio. We're actually on downtown 904th Street Mall, and the studio's here. And our great owner, Jay, was the one. Did I ever tell you how the show actually gets started? No. So I work right across the hall from the show, and I work as an IT for online university. And IT, trust me, it's not. You do everything besides just fixing computers. You do everything. So. I was kind of losing myself a little bit. I went to school for sociology and work with young people and all of that. And I wanted to volunteer to ease my mind a little bit. I like giving back, and I like doing things like that. So I approached Jay, and he just showed up in my office one time and tried to ask me what it's all about. And I guess I just started blabbing at the mouth. It just started going. I don't even know what I was talking about. But he was like, you know what? Hey, I thought I was going to do his computer, but he's like, host a show. I said, let's do it.
It was funny when you came home with the news because you're like, I got approached to do this show. It's going to be next week. Oh, actually, it's going to be in a couple days. What should I do?
Right,
so, like the frantic getting ready for the show, it's been exciting to watch you grow.
Right. And I've been going out, trying to meet different people. That's how I met David, one of the people that I met, and I told him about the show, and he was more than happy to come on here. So it's a great thing you're doing, man. Keep at it, and we hope for the best for you. So, got any other song for us?
Yeah, I was gonna do one last one. This one is not very well known. This is by a guy named the tallest man on earth, and actually I'm pretty sure he's only like 5'8" or something like that.
I bet when he's singing, he's probably the tallest person in the world.
Yeah,
right?
But I really got into him because he does a lot of stuff with open tunings.
Okay.
And open tunings are a lot of fun, but the only problem is you gotta retune the guitar and make sure that it all sounds good. So I'm gonna try and multitask real quick. But he's from Sweden, and he's really a phenomenal songwriter. And he's got kind of an abrasive voice, if you first get into him.
Right.
But then like you kind of learn to appreciate it. He sounds kind of like Bob Dylan actually.
No. Yeah, why David's getting ready with the guitar. Like I said, next week we're hoping to bring the B-Boys here. I was gonna end the show with a little clip from that we started, but you know, David's gonna play us out, and then once David's done, we're actually gonna end the show. So this is the platform, young adult platform. We yap about everything, and it is what it is. I'm with Zuri Bender, the co-host and manager. Hopefully, when I do get busy and I can't do the show, look out for her more. She'll be doing the show in place. And whenever we get the chance, we'll plan more things out there. It's fun stuff, show you videos and bring you up to date, up to speed with the young adult community. All right, David?
All right. So this one is by the tallest man on earth. And see, that's cool. That's what I like about open tunings. It's F or C, F, C, F, C, F, the whole way down. And this one is called, Wild Hunt.
A chromo coming in while you keep looking out. Here's a hollow month of March now sweeping in. Let's watch phenomenons rise out of the darkness now. Within the light, she is my storm and heroine. And the old machines are running by the ancient racist in. Hear them humming down below and hollow her. I guess I don't know why I will go undertow. Just for now, we'll let the spring and storm return. I left my heart till the wild hunter come in. I live until the call. Yes, I plan to